Hello, Flosstube. My name is Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches, and this is my Flosstube update number 150. 150. Wow. Um, this is a channel about cross stitch. If you're joining me for the first time, I usually record an update. Oh, coming out very low here. Sorry, I'm gonna scoot this a little bit closer to me. I'm using a different. I prop my tablet up on a box, and I usually use. I have this little magnetic closed box. I have finishing stuff in, and it's a little bit. I guess it's a little bit lower than this box that I have my tablet propped on today. It's a long story. Anyway, it's a little bit higher, so my head's a little cut off. And I guess if I had it propped at a different angle, I could show better. Hold on one second. I'm going to do something slightly unorthodox here. Hold on one second. Okay. All right. Anyway, this is a channel about cross stitch. This is my video update number 150. Welcome to any new viewers, and welcome back to my subscribers. And this is, like I said, this is about cross stitch, so I'm going to go ahead and try to get started here. Last week I had a finish. I talked about finish, and I did this. It was hands-on designs, more chocolate bunnies, and I had not yet sewn on the little bunny butts here, buttons I had that came with the design. And last week, during the sticks and strings video that I did with my sisters, I sewed the little buttons on for their bottoms, their tails. So now it's completely done. Now I have to FFO it. I'll probably, I think I'll probably kind of frame it like I did the what is it called? Spring delivery or whatever. The little bunny with the chicks. I'll probably do something similar to that. Yeah. Anyway, so I like I said, I sewed on the little tails. So as I said before, I'm doing the Love to Stitch 2021 challenge from embroidery.com, and stitching at least 30 minutes a day for the whole month of February. And so I have a bunch of projects to choose from, and that was the More Chocolate Bunnies was one that I started a couple of years ago when it came out, and just finished it. And the Four Fat Friends I had a couple weeks ago. So anyway, so I had pulled a whole bunch of things, and this tribal owl that I've talked about before was one that I was working on originally as a Christmas present, and then I postponed it till theoretically finished by January 29th, which was my sister-in-law Rachel's birthday, and I'm still working on it. But so anyway, this one, Tribal Owl by White Willow Stitching, and I meant to say More Chocolate Bunnies. I used DMC threads on it's probably 28 count, like a linen, natural sand, whatever. I don't know what natural color linen. I'm going to take Tribal Owl. I'm taking it out of the hoop here. So you can see the other parts that I worked on. So last time I had worked on, I had just done like this one side, the shoulder kind of the owl. So it's funny, this thread that I'm using on this outside part goes from this very dark brown to this almost white color. So this is the side of the owl's face. This part here. And so as you can see, it came out, this is the basically white part of the thread. I think I started over here and it goes to, no, yeah. And I just like, hit on, it goes right here, it's kind of darker, but it goes to this almost white color. So this is going to be a kind of a white owl. And then I did, after I had done this part over here, I used the white end of this thread, and then like I said, it kind of goes dark. So, yeah, and then goes darker eventually. So, yeah. So I did all that outline, and then right now I'm working down here on his, not quite to his tail yet. His tail is kind of below, there's a little branch that he's sitting on, and it goes, kind of below that. But so that's the lower part of his body, or the upper part of his tail, however you want to look at it. And that's kind of, like I said, that's the area that I'm working on now. So that's Tribal Owl. And this is 28 count Monaco, whatever, that I dyed this green color. Set that aside. And then I had 2 new starts. I had a new start on the 18th. These are stuck together by the needle minders. This one I talked about before, that I designed for my mother. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. It's a quote from Matthew 5:4. And I'm going to take this one out also. So I started this on the 18th, because the 18th of August was my mother's birthday, and she passed away on the 19th of December. But anyway, so on the 18th I started this. So this is the part of the border, and the word blessed. These are the same color. The DMC. And this is the fabric, one of the fabrics that I dyed. I talked about last week that I dyed some fabrics. And so this is one of them. This is the gray fabric. I used the pearl gray RIT dye, and so it looks white in the video, but it's a very, very pale gray. And this is DMC threads that I designed with. This is number 32 Blueberry. I really like that color. I was bobbinating threads, and I found this color, and I really liked it. And I mean, as it turned out, I said that I bought all these skeins of thread because I wanted the numbers 1 through 32, or 35, I think, 1 through 35 are relatively new shades. They came out a few years ago, or a couple of years ago, I guess. I don't remember. But anyway, so I thought, well, I want to, all the colors and all the DMC colors, and I'm, trying to get them all. And so I had bought, one day that I was at, I don't know where, Joann's or something, and I bought all these colors because I thought, okay, I want, And so last week I was bobbinating all these threads and worked on, I decided to go ahead and put them in my the little boxes that I have. Because my sister had asked for a particular color if I had a certain color, 3855. I thought, well, it's the one in one of my, look at one of my boxes and see. And while I'm at it, I'll put these new colors that I just bobbinated in my box. And I thought, well, I'm going to have to move everything over to make room for the first 35. So I don't know what number it starts with. And so I pulled out the box and I'm looking at it, and I already had numbers 1 through 35. I had them all bobbinated in the box. So now I have 2 of every color from 1 to 35. And I have some, I think, some of the ones that I bobbinated, like that are in the 100s, I do not have, I hope. So I still haven't gotten around to, to shifting everything and making everything fit and seeing what numbers I have, but I had 1 through 35 already. So anyway, but so, like I said, I had one new start here, and I had another new start just yesterday. I had talked about this Peacock. This is a kit, DesignWorks kit that I bought at Hobby Lobby, I believe. It came with white Ada, 14 count Ada, which I dyed purple, very light purple. I talked about this last week too. This is among the colors that I dyed. And this is the needle minder from embroidery.com Witchy Stitchy Challenge from October. Anyway, this is the blue, one of the light blues from the kit. It's just in the middle of the Peacock. I started in the center. With this one, I started in the upper left corner. I don't know what I did with my needle gauge. Corner gauge. Sorry, corner gauge. I thought I had it in my stuff, and I was looking for it the other day, and I couldn't find it. So I had to I found my I have a measuring tape in there, so among those things, so it was handy. So I used that, but I was like, oh, I have a corner gauge, but I don't know where it is. Anyway, this was I center started on this one, so just did some random sections of this color here. So this is a start on the Peacock, and I just not that I don't love Tribal Owl, I really like it, but I just felt like starting something new. So anyway, that's all the stitching that I did this past week. I spent several days on Tribal Owl, and then one day basically doing Blessed, and yesterday doing Peacock. I almost wasn't going to. I just didn't feel like doing an update today, because I have been. I don't think I talked about this, but the last couple weeks, so a few weeks ago, I don't remember when it was exactly. I was changing the sheets on my bed. I had changed the sheets on my bed. And it's kind of an ordeal because my bed is, like in the corner of my room. So it's up against the wall. It's just one of those things where you have to kind of lie on the bed and, get the fitted sheet over the corner. And it's made doubly hard because of, whatever disabilities that I have from my surgery and everything. And of course, so anyway, I had a bunch of junk on my bed and put the pillows and stuff back on bed. And something had fallen on the floor. A pillow or something had fallen on the floor. And I bent over to pick it up, and I heard this very loud pop in my hip, and it hurt a lot. I had, you know, like I don't know, the muscle in the back of my leg hurt, and but anyway, so so that hurt a lot, but then it got better, and so I was fine. And then not this past Thursday, but the Thursday before last week's update, I had done something. I was changing clothes, and I had stepped out with my right foot, which is my weak side of my body, and then because I can't stand on one foot, I was holding onto the bed, and I went to step out of my left foot. So somehow in that movement, whatever stepping out of the pant leg I was doing, I kind of kicked my foot or something, and felt this pain up the back of my leg again, like I had pulled a muscle kind of, you know, in the back of my thigh into my rear end or something, and it hurt a lot. And it, you know, kind of like when I'm sitting, like I did an update on Saturday, and then did the sticks and strings video with my sisters, and afterward, because I had been sitting, you know, on this like sort of hard wooden chairs in our dining room here, afterward it just really, really hurt, and it has gotten progressively worse every day, to the point where, like, on Monday, I just could barely walk, and ended up going to the emergency room just because, you know, my sister and I were thinking that, is there something wrong? Is my spine or my hip or something, you know, like out of whack or whatever? And I did some x-rays there, and it seems to be okay. And so it's apparently a muscular thing. I don't know. I have an appointment for a wellness appointment on Tuesday with my regular doctor, and so we're gonna, you know, talk about whatever that's going on. But it's a little bit better. Friday. Yeah, that was yesterday. Friday morning was really, really bad, but it's a little better today. I still have there were a couple of days where I really couldn't walk. I have a walker from when I had surgery, and you know, was having to sort of relearn how to walk basically in those days. But so I had to get my walker just so I could have something to sort of lean on, to not put weight on my left leg as much, so that I could walk. But anyway, so I almost didn't do an update today just because I just felt so miserable. But you know, my sister was gonna come over, so we were gonna do an update for our sticks and strings video, and so I went ahead and, you know, so I'm here now. But like I said, my rear end is very sore. Hopefully it's on the mend. I did get some gabapentin, which is it's actually an anti-seizure drug or something. It's they use it to treat nerve pain. But anyway, so that's, you know, I'm taking some of that, and various topical things to sort of give you some relief. But, you know, I hurt my rear end. Anyway, to getting back to cross-stitch stuff, I wanted to talk about a couple things just to make sure. Yeah. So I did this a sticks and strings video with my sisters earlier today, and we almost 50 subscribers. So if we can get up to 50 subscribers for those videos, that set of videos, sticks and strings videos, if we can get up to 50 subscribers, we're going to do a 50 subscriber giveaway. I don't know what it will be, but we're going to do a giveaway if we can reach 50 subscribers. So keep an eye out for that. It should be up tomorrow evening, or sometime tomorrow. Once that gets edited and cleaned up a little bit. So that is available, will be available. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was the Etsy shop, Three Sisters Creative. That's also the Sticks and Strings is under Three Sisters Creative. But the Etsy shop, Three Sisters Creative, we are having a sale. I meant to mention this last week and I forgot. If you spend $20 or more, you get 25% off, and that's for the month of February. We don't really have anything, any particular Valentine's Day, releases, except we do have the little small heartstrings is kind of is our February related kind of thing. It's a little heart balloon on there, but it's a small. That's on the Etsy site. So like I said, there's a little sale. Spend $20 or more and you get 25% off. Also, for the Etsy site, my sister did some scissor fobs. So these little sort of olive green stones with this. These are Army related. So if you have someone, a loved one in the military, if you're a mom, a husband, a spouse, a parent of somebody in the Army, whatever. Like my dad was in the Army. My nephew was briefly in the Navy. I have several cousins and uncles and whatever relatives that were in the Army. So anyway, this one is a little tank medallion. And there's a little grenade on the end. And some people may not want the grenade, but, whatever. It's on there. It just came on the charm. So there's a tank there. And with a grenade. I don't know. And so this one has a little Army soldier. And this one has a tank. Oops, let me turn around. Yeah, there's a tank. I don't know why the tank has little jewels on it, but it does. Oops. Yeah. So, these may not appeal to everybody. I don't know. But certainly, like I said, if you've got someone that that's in the military, you might want one of those to sort of honor them, commemorate them, whatever. So these will be in the Etsy shop soon. And also, if for some reason you have trouble with a lobster claw, we also have a few those lanyard kind of tops, the hooks, whatever you call them. And since these are on attached with split rings, we do have the option of a few of those changing out for lanyard clips if for whatever reason this doesn't fit on your scissors. I don't know. It should fit most people's scissors. It's a 20 millimeter lobster claw, so it should fit well enough. So anyway, like I said, those will be available in the Etsy shop if you are interested in that. So I think, although this is a very short video, I don't have any haul. I have not gone shopping for anything at all lately. So this past week which is good because I have entirely too much stuff as it is. And I think that's it. So hopefully, like I said, I have 2 new starts, and I still have a long ways to go on the Tribal Owl, and so I'm hoping to get more done on each of those this coming week. So, like I said, keep an eye out for, go ahead and stop by and visit our Etsy shop and see if there's anything there that you want. And hopefully I'll get that blessed pattern up soon. As soon as possible. I don't know. It'll probably be a couple weeks before I can get that organized and on the Etsy site. But go ahead and visit and take advantage of our February sale if there's something you like there. And what else was I going to say? The Sticks and Strings video. Keep an eye out for that. Should be tomorrow, Sunday. And I think that's it. So thanks a lot, and I will see you next week. I know this is a short video, but that's okay. I'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye.